Good afternoon or evening. How are we doing today? I just got out of work, literally 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes ago. I usually stay until 5, but I do dope and I got everything done. This is not a work story, but I do have a mini one that happened today. But today I am going to read chapter 7, The Blobs Attack the Glitchies by Justin Stewart. If I can get to it. Chapter 8. No, don't need chapter 8. Chapter 7. Kind of a long one. Not really, about 10 pages. Chapter 7. The Blinks. That's the first picture of it. Again, if you read this or have it at home from him, awesome. If not, if you don't want to listen to it, that's fine with me. You don't have to. I'm just doing it out of my own kind of heart and to get his book and Rick's graphics out there more for more and more people to watch or to get the book. I do have this book on Instagram and the first one, and I will post once I get done reading it. It's been a while. I should have done this, finished it like a while back, but once I finish it, I will post my thoughts on Goodreads and let you guys know. Justin, so far so good. I should have got this on like 2 months ago. Just kept on putting it off because of my car. A soft light flickered to the life in the distance, illuminating a pair of glowing eyes. Above them, a strange mane of blue. Wavy hair radiated its own light and swayed gently like grass caught in the breeze. Chubb stood paralyzed, his mind racing. Who or what was standing before him? Was it a friend? A threat? He couldn't move, couldn't think. Halt! Name you must give and tell me. The kingdom where are? The figure ordered in a high-pitched voice, raising a hand in warning. Before Chubb could process the words, the room erupted with light. A sea of clicks echoed around. That sounded like Yoda. I think Yoda, I think he got the talking idea from Yoda, but he did say that he likes glow sticks, and this is the chapter that I was waiting for to read for you guys because they're kind of from his glow sticks, these guys are. Him and luminous figures appeared, their eyes and their hair lighting up in every direction. Chubbs could only stray his mouth dry, his legs rooted into the ground. The light revealed a sprawling room packed with the creatures unlike anything Chubbs had ever seen. Every one of them had the same shiny, wavy hair, and their radiant eyes rotated separately in all directions. Chubbs froze, unable to move. Every instinct told him to run, but his legs wouldn't budge. From what kingdom are you? The first one repeated. He had no idea what it was talking about, but he assumed it was asking where he was from. I'm Chubbs. I'm from up there. He pointed to the ceiling. One of the figures, no taller than half Chubbs' height, approached him one at a time. Each eye rotated to study him. The chosen one, the figure suddenly exclaimed in his high voice, scaring Chubbs half to death. The words echoed off the metallic surface of a huge cavern. The room erupted in cheers and chants, a symphony of clicking noises and flickering lights. From the creatures' heads, Chubbs, still dazed and confused, slowly began to let his guard down. He didn't feel as threatened when he realized Lobster showed no sign of concern. What are you? He stammered. We the Blinks are called the Blinks. The creature announced, proudly, causing another wave of cheers and flickering lights to ripple through the crowd. We wait long, the chosen one to come. You are? Down in the bottom on this page, exactly what it says. Glows in the eyes and the hair, the flowing hair, glowing eyes, which kind of weird, it does the same. Eats worms. Click button on his chest. I'll show you. Independent calling at appearing globes. That's what he did. Chubbs blinked, shaking his head. Look, I think there's been some mistake. I'm not chosen for anything. I accidentally fell down a hole and was trying to find my way out. The leader pulled out a glowing ancient scroll and unrolled it on the ground in front of Chubbs. The image on the scroll showed a gray blob shape falling down a hole. That's what happened like a chapter or two, and this is exactly what it explained. Chubbs leaned in, his eyes narrowing in another scene. The blob-like figure held jagged, glowing objects. He pointed at them. What are those? One of the Blink's leader's eyes followed his fingers, widening as if Chubbs had just unlocked a dangerous secret. The other eye swiveled and glanced nervously over his shoulders. Very interesting question, you ask. His voice dropped to a whisper, but before telling off this thing, he straightened up, trying to look official. But his nose twitched nervously. You must come to Lore Hall. Meet Bobby. Very important. Come now. Chosen one. Quick, quick. Before Chubbs could react, the Blink's leader snapped his fingers. A swarm of Blinks, buzzing like a hive of hyperbugs, swooped in and scooped him up. Hey, whoa, wait a minute, Chubbs yelled. But they were already racing down dim hallways in twisty corridors that smelly fainted of the burnt popcorn and mushroom. They finally skidded to a stop in front of the towering wooden door with luminous metal words and images scattered across it. Chubbs was still catching his breath when he realized all the Blinks were standing completely still, like statues. Even the ones carrying him were frozen, holding up like a trophy. Guys, Chubbs asked, squirming in the gaps. Anyone want to tell me what's going on? The Blink's leader, now with the exaggerated air of importance, slowly raised his hand and tapped the door twice. Knock, knock. The door creaked open, revealing a grand library-like chamber. Shelves of glowing books and scrolls stretched across the walls. Hanging lanterns sway as though steered by invisible breezes. A soft hum filled the air, like the sound of 1,000 voices whispering secrets. The Blinks carried Chubbs inside and gently set him on his feet. Someone thrust a plate into his hands, thrust his hands and a big shiny plate into his hands. A big shiny plate bearing a crown that shot out beams of light. Before he could say anything, the room burst into cheers. The chosen one, the chosen one! They plopped the crown on his head, which made his hair stick up in a wild new direction. Chubbs blinked with his mind whirling. Wait, what's going on? What are you guys so excited about? The Blink's leader stepped forward, lowering his voice as if for dramatic effect. You see the things you point at, those are the doomsicles of ancient. Long ago, our leader journeyed far beyond these tunnels and found them. They hold, wait, interrupted the taller Blinks with glasses, waving frankly. Shh, Codex, not here. Must not in front of everyone to see. He glanced around, his eyes darting toward the opposite shadowy corners of the room. Must be secret. Have to discuss in private. That's your name, Codex, Chubbs guessed. The Blink's leader nodded gravely. Yes, I am Codex, the tall guy, and very much right. We cannot speak of such things in open. He clapped his hands and a group of Blinks scurried off, returning moments later with a large tray of odd-looking snacks. Kernels of popcorn that emitted a weak blue light, biscuits snapped like tiny stalactites, and a pile of squirming glowworms. Chosen one, please must have snacks, Kodak said, offering him the tray. You'll need strength, special are the worms for us. He popped a worm into his mouth and made a slooping sound that turned Chubb's stomach. Eat like us, glowing you will become. Chubbs hesitated, his stomach growled, and he glanced nervously at the worms. Wait, a few minutes ago, you said the doomsicles are of ancient. What do you mean? What are they? The Blink's leader shook his head, his expression darkened. That's a story for a lore keeper to tell. Truth only be shared. The taller Blink's glasses added in a hushed tone. Must very careful. Chosen one. Danger. A force at work. King Neptune is fine, searching for doomsicles of ancient. Chubbs' face fell. Wait, my friends and I brought some of those things with us here to Planet Splotch. Silence swept through the room. Every Blink froze in shock, their glowing hair dimming slightly here Kodak says, why bring? It's a long story, Chubb said quickly, but basically one of our friends took them from another planet from a group called the Glitches. Took? Kodak's repeat, his voice growing sharper. Took and destroyed, you must have. Yes, destroyed them. Why would we do that? Or how immediately a hidden door opened to the Lord Keeper relieved himself. Revealed. Chosen one, I is Bobby. And to meet you, very nice. Quickly this way. As Bobby stepped back into a hidden room, the crowd of Blinks picked up Chubbs and threw him inside the door. The door slammed shut behind Chubbs and was all alone with the Lord Keeper. Bobby approached him. Each of his glowing eyes narrowed separately. His hair barely lit destroyed his way. I tell you here, doomsicles of ancient were made. Why? No. Wise remain. But much power some things have. Evil drawn to power, and power feeds evil. His voice dropped to a near whisper. The doomsicles all combine unimaginable destruction. Granted, King Neptune gathers them all. Rewrite reality itself. Rewrite reality, Chubbs squeaked. Into what? Bobby shrugged. He knows only. Chubbs' eyes widened. So how do we stop him? Destroy the doomsicles. Maybe we could throw them into a volcano or something. The Lord's Keeper hair wildly in his bulging eyes. Spun in alarm. Volcano, why? That would do not know shorts of valley. Chubbs seeks redeemed with embarrassment. Oh, I saw it in a movie once. Bobby plucked a glowworm that had fallen from the ceiling into his waving hair. He stuffed it into his mouth, then continued. Can't be melted or burned up. Chosen one, unreveal it must be. Near planet Portos, on forgotten decaying moon. An outer galaxy, buried within unraveling pool. Doomsicles drop into the pool, willingly gone from the timeline forever. Chubbs blinked. Wait, willingly? Bobby's eyes rolled to fix on Chubbs and locked with eyes. Yes, but choice must come from chosen one. Scroll, speak of. Only chosen one. Who resists the doomsicles' full temptations and let them go. He pointed the scroll again in the glowing image of a blob falling through the hole. Chubbs swallowed hard, so gulp. That's me. Maybe, the Lord Keeper said. You know when time arrives, but beware each. Doomsicle brings power. Power does not like to be let go. The lights inside the lantern flickered as though they sensed the weight of a movement. Chubbs felt his chest saying. He could barely keep up with the weight of the information. I have to tell the others. Back at Blob Force headquarters, alarm bells rang out. Red warning lights flashed on screens as sirens filled the air. Sir, we have an announcement. Have incoming threat in our solar system. Coordinates 32 north, 408 sector 2. A soldier reported. General Crabstone loomed over the screen. His expression grim. Their screens were taken over by an incoming message. Hello, space potatoes. We're the Glitches and we're coming for our escaped prisoners. General Crabstone's eyes tightened. Those misfit blobs were rescued were right. We have 5 hours before they make entry to our planet. Activate protocol, defend the planet, please. Yes, sir, the soldier replied, flipping a switch, making it marked in case of bad guys coming to our new planet. The boom announcement echoed throughout the spots on the planet-wide warning system. Attention, blobs, protocol, defend the planet. Please have been activated. Invasion is imminent. Please unbox your glove box and follow instructions inside. This is not a drill. All able-bodied blobs prepare for planetary defense. Have a good day.